Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. We had Deku. We also had his situation. He took a day off, and that day off got his grandmother killed. Instead of going to the store to work on his last week, he decided to train with Mina and Kirishima because he's been getting flakier over the summer, and they're annoyed by it. I mean, for the first 2 months, he literally only came by, 15 times? But that's still pretty good. But it should have been the whole summer. The last month? Yeah, he was there just, 4 times. Yes, they saw how much better they got, but he just, he didn't help them. And Deku, he actually tried to give these two the benefit of the doubt. But there's a problem with that. A young man shot his grandmother at the store. He tried to rob the place, and she was killed. His father earned money by fighting, and that's what got him killed. And then his mother died whenever he was young from a disease. So what does that tell you? Deku, he hates this guy. Instead of trying to earn a buck a better way, the tougher way, he tried to earn it cheap. And it cost a life. And Deku, he's trying to find this guy. But there was Knuckle Duster, Deku's former boss, who, he was concerned. Deku is going down a dark path, and he doesn't want that boy to get blood on his hands. His attitude and temper, they're real bad. But his attitude and his rage, his attitude's good. But his rage, that could kill a man. Now, Deku, we do currently have him tonight. It has been 2 months since his grandmother died, and he's tried to make up for that night. He wanted to help. He wanted some time off, too. And his boss, the old man, he's tried giving him advice, but he doesn't like that. Okay. But why does that old geezer want to talk to him so damn bad? That being on Deku's mind, as we do have, where Deku, he always got to bring up his phone. Him staring at the picture of the kid, the one who shot his grandmother. He's fairly certain he found him. Deku going to look down, and he does know what he needs to do. He feels his stomach somewhat turn. The idea of killing someone, it's not one he likes to think about. Yes, he threatens to do it, but actually doing it. Deku going to turn and run. Him going to leap to another rooftop. As whenever he does going to land, he does going to roll. And then he does going to actually bring his hand up as he is going to step off to the side. Deku using his fingers to claw into the side of the building. As he does going to make his way all the way down. Deku going to slow down where he does increase his grip. And then there is where he does go to just let go and fall a few feet. Him going to turn and walk down the alley. And we do actually have that guy. That guy feels like he's gotten away with it. He just ran to another city, and he tried to lay low. I mean, yeah, those guys, they'll cover him, right? They're his buddies, they're his pals, they're part of the group, right? That's what they meant, right? They're all buddies, so they're fine. That being on their mind, they're concerned. They know they killed that woman. It just messes with them. They didn't mean for it to happen, but it did. And now they're scared. And there actually is Deku, who does gonna throw out his hand and grab the kid by his throat. Him gonna turn and chuck him down the alleyway. Deku, he's definitely gotten stronger being a vigilante. in trying to take on some villains. He's even let some of them get shots in, just so he can get stronger. His regeneration, it's gotten better. From somewhere around 9 days to 19 days for a broken rib, that is good. His healing factor got good. And then there's also his strength. What is it now? 1 ton? A little over that? He knows he can crush a pretty good amount of things. And then there's also his speed. The guy gonna look up and see Deku. He was hurt. He got thrown 20 feet and smashed into the ground. And then there's this guy. Him gonna stand there as he's gonna bolt forwards. And the guy, he does gonna actually try and stand to turn. Deku going to grab him by the back. We're gonna turn and throw him into the cement wall. The guy going to smash into it as the Razor does gotta stand up. Him gonna turn. Him going to bring his hands up and try to defend himself. Him about to use his quirk as Deku is gonna rush forwards, smashing a fist straight into the guy's gut. Him going to kill over in pain. As Deku, he actually does bend down. Him going to grab the kid by his throat and then going to pull him up. Him holding the kid up before he just does going to bring his hands up. Him going to pull off the mask and tell him, does he remember him? You, who are you? You, I know you. You killed my grandmother. Shit. I'm sorry. No, you don't get to be sorry. You want to know what my father did? He died. He tried to make money. A good way, but a bad way too. He was an honest man, but he fucked up. He got killed. So what do you think I should do to you? You tried to cheat for a living. You tried to steal all that money. A small store? You are very fucking stupid. That place doesn't even get... Never mind. Sorry. It was a little hard to think straight for a second. Anyways, sorry. What? Yeah, I'm pretty angry. Tell me why I should let you live. Now, Deku does stand there. And then he does bring his other hand up. Him grabbing the guy by his leg as he does actually break it. And he does try to scream out. Deku, he actually does go to throw the man back to the ground. Him being smashed onto the ground on his back. And Deku, he does go to stare down at the guy. As he does go to bring his hands up. He's trying to, prepare himself for this. And he's not even too sure if he can really do it. Him going to step forwards. As he does start to strangle the man. And the man, he's just staring at Deku. And Deku, he just doesn't look away. As he just squeezes harder and harder. And then he just tries to think about this. He's only got his grandfather left. He's 14 years old and he's about to kill a man. And he wants to be a hero, but this guy deserves to die. Now, Deku, he's scared. And right now someone, they do come in, knocking some sense into Deku. Now, Deku, he does get kicked directly in his side, before he's sent smashing into a dumpster very hard. And the person, the dude just won't turn, as they're going to catch the person and going to jump upwards into the air, towards the top of the building. And there actually is Deku. Deku, he's actually a lot more surprised. Him going to get back up because... Ow. That hurt. I'm going to look around before he does hear a voice. You know, that wasn't really very cool. Who are you? Deku going to bring his hands up. Him going to grab onto his mask and then going to pull it back over his head. As the girl does going to tell him, you know, she used to actually be someone around here before. But hey, now she's another hero. She used to be just like him, though just less murdery. Hmm? He killed my grandmother. Hmm? Yikes. Yeah. Sorry, kid. I get the frustration, but you can't kill him. Now, they could just stare at the hero, annoyed, before he actually let bend down. And the girl, she does go stare at Deku. Him gonna leap up as he does jump high into the air. And she's alarmed. He can fly? Deku beginning to fall. Her surprised. No, he can just jump good. Okay. Her gonna turn, grabbing onto the kid and informing him. Kid, she's gonna tell him right now. He needs to be careful. Also, hold his breath. When they land, take deep breaths. And also, try not to vomit. He's not motion sick, is he? What? Of course. No. Fuck. Her gonna jump. As the kid, he is afraid. Her gonna leap high up into the air. And Deku, he does try to chase the hero down. Now, the hero does keep running, and she's actually very alarmed. This kid, his power was super strength, or no, not his super strength. It was an enhancement ability, right? Okay, that's not good. So, he hasn't caught her yet, so it's a strong one, but it needs more training. Okay, so that's a thing. But she has to talk to the kid. Okay, so he's all murder mode, so. Right. Subway. Down the road. No. Her gonna turn, suddenly, and leap off the side of a building. Her going to fly towards another building. Her basically pinballing her way down the street, between the roads. Now, she does get to the end of the block. Her gonna tell the kid to run, as she's gonna set him down, and he should take a deep breath. I'm gonna turn and vomit, as Deku just comes smashing down hard onto the ground. As Pop Star, or Pop Step, I forget her name. She's from Vigilantes, look it up. Anyways, she's gonna stare at Deku, who does gonna get up from his superhero landing. Hard on the knees. Don't do that. Now, Deku, he has to stand back up. And right now, he has to yell at her. Just give him that bastard! And the girl just gonna stand there, trying to tell him about how she's not really gonna do that. And Deku, he has to stare at her. Him going to step forwards, as there is where someone does come flying in, them smashing right into the back of Deku's neck. And Deku, he does gonna feel a lot of pain as he's gonna sent flying forwards and smashing past Pop Step. Now, Deku, he goes smashing directly into the cement wall in front of the stairs, him being embedded in it as he does go look around. Him upside down. As Deku, he is going to pull himself out. Him going to fall and smash onto the ground before going to sit back up. Him going to turn and begin to walk into the subway. As Deku, he does look around, people seeing him. And Deku does going to look towards the train. There's one leaving, and then there's one. There he is. Deku going to turn and run. And right now, someone they do get to step in. As over Deku is going to walk towards the platform and going to step in, him going to leap. There's where someone they're going to smash a fish across his face. And Deku, he's alarmed because he has to go falling down and smashing onto the rails. As he does, go to look up. Him going to see, huh? Gramps? Hey kid, get up. What the hell are you doing? Why are you following me? What's going on? Listen, kid, it's a lot to explain. Come on, follow me, now. We gotta get out of here. Deku confused, as he has to turn back to look at the train. It is still pretty far. Okay, so where does that go? Him gonna climb back up onto the rails, and he's gonna try and ask anyone where that went. And everyone, they're kind of confused. Someone gonna give an answer. I mean, the next stop for that train's about, what, 20 miles outside the city, and it's probably going to be there in a few minutes. And Deku, he's annoyed. He could probably make it. But then the Gramps just try to tell him, okay, stop right there and talk to him. Deku, annoyed, as he does try to yell at the old man, shouting about how he had him. And the old man, yeah, he does see Deku's temper. He was actually going to do it. He didn't care. He could stomach killing that person, couldn't he? But then what? What next, Mr. Hero? Mr. Murderer? What will you do? Because you already fucked up. And the old man, he does try to lecture Deku about this. But Deku doesn't want to hear it. And Deku, he does get a turn. He knows he can still catch that train. If he gets there before the train does, he can get that kid. But there's also a chance he won't make it. But he's also angry, just confused. He was gonna do it, right? He was gonna kill him. Izuku. Deku gonna turn and see the Skycrawler. Hmm? Who are you? Hmm? Hi. Yeah. Listen, that's a lot to explain. I could tell you, but I'm a hero. Really? Yeah. And what about her? Jesus. What? Nothing, is just nothing left to. Never mind. Stop talking, pervert. Alright, shut up. Listen, you need to stop. Just let him go. Why? Why what? Why should I let him go? Kill him. That's what I was gonna do, right? Turn him into the police. That's what we'll do. No. No, I won't let you. Okay, that's not for debate. He needs to stand trial. Alright? I'm pretty sure that kid is already stressed out enough. And the fact that you try to kill him, it doesn't help. No, it does. It helps me. Alright, kid. Deku gonna turn and see Gramps. The man bring up his hands, expressing. This does remind him of the good old days. You know, before all that stress on his heart. Hmm? You doing alright? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just, I need a second. You two take care of the kid. I'll, just watch for a minute. Now, the two do go to attack Deku. And Deku, he does try to defend himself. He is persistent. But the two, they kick his ass. Deku, he's shot by beams and struck by powerful kicks from Pop Step. And Deku, whenever Knuckle Duster does decide to throw himself into the battle, he does throw a powerful uppercut that does actually knock Deku out. Deku smashing onto the ground, and with a bloody nose. As half his face is swollen, he broke a few ribs, he might have broken one of his arms, and that's just the icing on the cake. They struck him on his side. A lot. His organs might have had a little bit of minor damage. But with just a little bit of internal bleeding, that does at least give him a bit more of an advantage. Because of his regeneration, it does kick in about 30 minutes later. And Deku, whenever he does come back to consciousness, he actually does get to somewhat spit out some blood. Him going to look around as he does get to sit up. And right now, he is confused. Good kid, you're awake. What? Gramps. Gramps? What the fuck? Where am I? You're back in home. I'm home? Yeah, your father's out. Listen, kid. I need to talk to you, desperately. And right now, you're gonna sit there and listen to me. No. I need to. No. He's already been turned into the police. There's nothing you can do. Unless you plan to bum rush a police station. See? Isn't that better? You're not going to kill him, and that death won't be on your conscience. Don't you feel a little bit better? A little bit. But he's a murderer. Yeah, trust me, he'll have to live with it. Especially because he got the book. How do you know? Trust me, I know. I know what we'll get. I know exactly what will happen next. Seen it too many times, and I'm ashamed to say I know the pattern. So what now? You're gonna arrest me? Turn me into the police as an attempted murderer? I just. I miss her. Killing her. Killing that kid won't bring her back. I know. But. But what? Revenge? Really? Kid, you're smart. An idiot would go for revenge. A good man would. A good man would what? They could go in a turn, expressing. He is clearly not a good man, right? He's just an idiot who tried to kill someone, right? So what? A good man will what? Knuckle Duster going to bring his hand up and clock Deku across the face with his glove. And Deku, after going to take the blow, he does get turned back to Knuckle Duster. Him going to spit out some blood as Knuckle Duster, he does that tell Deku, shut up! Does he really think anything will help? Being angry, being pissy, being bitchy? Anything he says right now doesn't matter. That kid's in prison, and this is now about getting him back on the right track. His friends are going to beat some sense into him. He is angry, right? So how about some actual proper training? People who can actually help him out. How about that? He has two pros on standby now, and they're both willing to fight and beat some sense into him. How about that? And Deku, he actually is a bit more confused. Before he does get to realize something, the gears in his head turning before the thoughts they do connect. Deku, he actually is excited. He wants to go for another match right now. But the old man is trying to stop him and express to him about how his injuries need to heal first. And treating himself half to death like this, it's not going to do him any good. And Deku, he does not care. But the old man, he does at least convince Deku to sit down and chat. Because his grandfather, he's worried about him. And Deku, he actually going to at least listen to him about this. He doesn't want to worry Grandpa. And that's really the only thing he can do right now. Because if he loses him, he's just the only one left. Now, Deku, he actually does go to rest. Him getting some sleep, and then seeing his grandfather the next morning. As his grandfather is a bit more surprised. Deku, he sneaks out at night, it's no secret. And he was worried. He thought Izuku was falling into a bad crowd. He tried to yell at him and talk to him. He even tried to convince him he'll ruin his life this way. But he didn't care. He just kept going out. And sometimes he wouldn't even see him. He wakes up, he's not here. He goes to bed, he's not even here. Where has he been going? But now he's actually here. Hey, Gramps. Yeah, Izuku? I, I'm sorry if I worry you. Um, can we talk? About Grandma? No. Well, yes, but. I mean. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? For being tough on you. I. If I never made you get that job, she. She wouldn't have gone there. Funny enough, I'm the one who told her about that store. Neat little spot. Small place. Some people don't even know it's there. The ones who do, they are always the ones who get the best price. I told her about that months ago. She didn't believe me. And then you came walking out of there one day, and she was shocked. Surprised, even. I do miss her. I miss her too. I know. But, sorry, you probably don't want to see this old man cry. Deku would walk over and hug his grandfather. And his grandfather, he does get a bit more emotional, as Deku does hold on to the old man. And the two, they do sit there for a second. And right now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.